What is up, everyone? I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage, and we are on the swing arm for the flat tracker project, and we got some disassembly we got to do. Let's remove the rear bracket here first. At some point, I believe I'm going to, well, I most likely will. Once the bike's all together, we get all the tweaks out of it, and everything's working, then I want to disassemble it and get these all powder coated. And the reason why I didn't go through that whole process already is because I know I'm going to scratch up the frame. There's going to be some tweaks, some changes along the way. And once everything's set, we can disassemble it and get it all cleaned up. Really simple. There's a block that floats behind here. Whoop, and there goes the block. There we go. It's custom-made block. Let's get this apart here. And we can spray this all down with some degreaser and get it cleaned up. All right, well, let's see if we can remove the peg here. Should be good to go. Broke it loose a bit. Just gotta get to the inside now. So take this off. Thought maybe I could just heave it off, but it doesn't seem to be working. So and we got our middle hex set here. There we go. Beautiful. All right, that one's done. Let's get to our other side here. This one we're probably gonna have to just break loose from the top. Oh. Or not. All right. So, a little PV blaster so I don't snap this bolt off. Be a lot harder if it was on the bike, I'll tell you that. Easier to do all this now. Get as much cleaned up, less to do later. We're back. Let's get this broken loose, hopefully. Save all my extra bolts. Harley likes to use weird sizes as far as height-wise. Not easy to get sometimes at the hardware store. Always capture all of those. Make sure we got them. All right, let's get this cleaned up. Wet this with a little engine foam, degreaser. All right, let's let that sit. Top it off with a little Devil's Juice brake clean. That should be good for at the moment. We're gonna remove this clamp here. Hopefully it comes off, and it is. Awesome. This is just a brake line clamp. I'll end up replacing that, find a new one. Once we run the new one, that we will see what we gotta use to be able to clamp everything, get it out of the way. Whole new cable, whole new system. For the most part, I should say like 90% of it will be new. Okay. All right, last part I wanna do is get this rust kind of cleaned up, and then we're gonna hit it with some paint. And we're gonna hit this with a little paint just to make sure that the rust doesn't go all the way through. And then eventually we'll come back to it. And I got some ideas I'm gonna tell you guys once we get done with this, all right? So we call this the swing arm, but by the service manual, it's actually considered the pivot fork. All right, so a lot of the terms kind of transpire into the actual parts here. So we have a pivot bolt, 2 bushings, our dust shields, and our main locking bolt that will hold it all together, and also our spacer, which is also very important. This little guy is extremely important to making sure that we don't toast these bearings or lock up the bearings in the future. What we're gonna do first is we are going to grease up these bearings. So using our packer here, pull this out. You could easily manually pack these, but just for the sake of it, it takes a lot less time doing it this way, at least in my opinion. Do it by hand. Oh, I should use the cap there. All goobed up there. And I'm reusing the old ones. They were perfectly fine. Nothing was wrong with them, just cleaned them up. They're Timken, which I prefer to stay with. I am not a fan of the aftermarket. If you gotta use them, you gotta use them. But if you can track down the Timken ones, it's the way to go. They just fit way better. And that slides right into there. Dust shield to go over. That looks good. And I forgot to mention too, the races, like I said, are already in here, and there's a lock ring. So if you try to remove these, there's a lock ring that you gotta pull out, and then you gotta obviously pull out the races on this side here as well. And there's a bushing on this side here. So if you have to replace those are separate parts that you have to track down. And if you're going by the actual service manual, they mention those. It can throw you off too. If you're looking at it, trying to figure out where are those parts and do I need to replace them. Also, there's kits to do sealed bearings, but for this case, in trying to get everything ready to go to make sure everything fits, we can always go back to do the sealed bearing procedure from there. With that all set, we are going to get ready for the inside bearing now, and we want to make sure we have our spacer in there. Very important, and that's going to go right on the middle there, top of or inside the bearing right there. Lube this one up here as well into the pump. Head in, plunger on. It's like icing on a cake. Put that all across there, rotation there. Okay, that's set. Just like that, good to go. And now we need our other dust cover. Popped right in. Just like that. Before we put the pivot bolt inside, we're gonna throw a little grease on there, just a light coating, and any metal on metal, just having a nice little extra lube there. There's only really one way that this can go on, which is on the right-hand side. All right, slide this in. This should slide right through. Everything lubed up. There you go. There. All right, now we can torque this down on the other side. And per the service manual, you want to make sure we're using blue Loctite. So we're gonna roll this on here. And we'll slide that in. And we should have just enough room to get our socket on there. There we go. Torque spec on this is 50 foot-pounds. I got a 1-inch box wrench on the other side holding it down. Right there, perfect. Freshened up swing arm with a little engine paint goes a long way. And like I said, this is just temporary. As far as getting everything bolted together, that's standard stock. You have to do it obviously to make sure everything is aligned and nothing wiggles on you. And making sure we don't have any death wobbles driving around just to test this thing out. And I'm happy about it. It will do until we actually get this thing fully mocked up and ready. I'm going with a different probably paint scheme, at least for now, that's what I think, and we're gonna go with. That'll probably change, maybe, maybe not, but stoked. We got a lot more to do. We got a tire, some shocks to throw on this. But for now, guys, that about wraps me in this one. I'll greatly appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And for those who've already subscribed, thank you as always. Stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.